So, welcome to Indigo Moon. Okay, when I first moved to Florida, I was looking at, I had gotten out of the airport and I was standing watching these guys. And I'm waiting for to be picked up. But while waiting to be picked up, these guys are like looking at this girl. And at first, all the guys are like, yo, that's mine. No, that's mine. Yo, that's mine. You know how back in the day you used to wish for a car, and every sports car that went by, you may have said that's mine or whatever. They were like basically talking about a girl. And the girl was sitting in the car. She was sitting in, I think, a red white car. I'm not sure what color it was, but she was sitting in this car, and she looked really pretty, So I understood where they was going with this, But I mean, nobody decided they wanted to go over and approach the girl. So I don't know what happened, why the girl had to get out the car. So she got out the car. When she got out the car, the guys were like shocked. They're like, no, that's your girl. That's your girl. That's your girl. I'm like, when the girl got out of the car, she'd been sitting so you could only see the upper portion of her body. When she got out of the vehicle, you were able to see her full body. And the guys thought she was, kind of overweight. Now, here's the thing. A lot of us judge things from the approach. We judge things from the outer banks. We don't look, we don't get to see, we don't get to know who this person is, but we've made so many judgments. Now, that girl probably, and she was snacking too while she was sitting in the car. Nobody made any comments about the way she was snacking and the crumbs falling all over the place or whatever. They only saw what they thought was beauty. Now, we're all beautiful. Make no mistake about it. In one way or another, we have to work at really matching the outer with the inside, right? Excuse me. Matching the outer with the inner, because we're supposed to be trying to work at being balanced. Nobody's perfect, and even though you try, nobody's ever going to be as perfect as God, but we are made in the image of God. So what we do is we try to make good decisions so that we could be what we would want to be proud of. Setting good examples for other people, setting good examples for our children, right? So in this example, you look at the guys looking at this woman and really thinking she's beautiful. But when she got out of this vehicle, they don't think she's so beautiful. I know we're all trying to be balanced, watching our food intake and make sure that we're eating the right things, and that's one part of it as well. But I'm sure if that girl worked out, she would be more to the liking of the guys. But what about her? Suppose she's perfectly confident and happy with who she is and where she is in life. Suppose she liked the weight that she had on her body, okay? So sometimes a person can be more attractive just because of their self-esteem, just because they love themselves in the skin that they're in. We're all working towards the goal of being our own person, right? Look at Avatar. We fell in love with Avatar because the people were different, because this is something that we might not have seen before. I personally love Star Wars too, because in Star Wars, every character was different, and you liked the way that they looked on the outside, and you appreciated their behavior and attitude because everyone was so different. In our world, there's going to be so many differences that we're going to see. There's going to be a lot of similarities, a lot of women behaving, the same, men behaving the same. But what makes a person stand out is what makes them more beautiful, I think. So let us begin to really embrace life, love, and each other with acceptance. And if that person is not happy with who they are, or maybe the weight that they have on, allow them that right to step out on faith and do whatever it is that they're choosing to do, and support them. I met this woman, and she was so beautiful. She was talking, we had this good conversation, and she was waiting for her girlfriends to come, to pick her up. When the girlfriends arrived, The first thing the girlfriend said was, "What are you wearing, your pajamas?" Now, sometimes, you laugh things off, but you have to be careful with these backhanded compliments that we give each other. Because sometimes the person gets hurt, but they act as though they're not hurt, and they hold that inside. If we're more affectionate and loving with our words, then the opposite person will pick that up, and they will continue to develop a great friendship. Let's be mindful of our words, because we hurt each other sometimes and we don't even realize it. So let us put great thought into what it is that we're saying before we say it. That's part of us being balanced as well. So thank you so much for joining us here at Indigo Moon. You have a wonderful day, night, or evening. Thank you.